Next up, we're going to have our first cowboy. This is, it's been really educational for me. I was visiting with both Logan during the setup, and Shaw came up and said hi. We talked a little bit, and I really didn't know anything about rodeo. I knew that it existed in town, so the Olsons, were part of the rodeo scene. I remember Jack Belcom. He was a former boss of us up at the Indian School. He did Old Man Breakaway, which is steer wrestling. And the Jacobs, they were big into rodeo. So researching this with the information that Shaw provided in the nomination form was eye-opening, and we have a national champion in the house, Shaw Loiza.
Stuart, thank you, and thanks to the rest of the committee. This is a really positive thing for Flandreau. I'm excited to be a part of it. Bo Severson asked me a couple years about Logan's bio and everything he'd done, and I went through it, and that's kind of how the process got started, and I ended up nominating him the next year, and he got accepted this year. So, a little bit about Logan. Logan, basically, he grew up with a rope in his hand. I'm pretty sure that about 8 months old, Marta pulled the pacifier and put a nylon rope in his hand. When Logan was growing up, there was what was called the Tri-County Roping Club, and it had weekly jackpots. And it happened that the Olsons were one of the hosts of the weekly jackpots. And when Logan was 6 or 7 years old, he got to enter the jackpots. And from there, that's when the journey of him being a cowboy started. And it never was a hobby for Logan. It was a journey. And he had a burning desire to compete, learn, practice, work, nonstop. Honestly, the young Logan, the only time he didn't have a rope in his hand was when he had to go to school, and he'd have taken a rope with him if he could have, I promise you. Logan always accelerated at every level. He qualified for the high school finals 4 times. When he went to college, he not only made the college finals, he won the college finals, which in 2001 made him a college world champion. When Logan turned 18, he bought his PR state card. His first partner just happened to be Paul Tierney, who was 14-time NFR qualifier, 2-time world champion. And Logan, at 18 years old, he just went ahead and won the Badlands Circuit that year with him. Of course, Logan's biggest accomplishment was qualifying for the National Finals Rodeo in 2005 with his partner Cody Hids. Obviously, qualifying for the NFR is a dream of every young cowboy, but it comes with a lot of hard work and determination. It's like making the World Series or the Super Bowl, but for cowboys. But that's where the similarity in pro sports ends. Because in rodeo, you have no coaches, you don't have a trainer, you buy your own horses, you buy your own pickups, you buy your own trailers, you get your own practice stop, you figure it all out on your own. There's no guaranteed contracts in rodeo. You pay your own fuel, you pay your own entry fees, the only money you make is what you win. You do all your own entering, and you kind of become your own travel agent. You figure out how to get around. You got to keep a positive attitude when you rodeo, because when you team rope, there's 2 cowboys, there's 2 horses, and there's 1 steer. And believe me, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Today, Logan, he still competes, but at a different level than before. Logan is still known as one of the best horn catchers in the business. Proof being him helping at the timed event championship. And the timed event championship is a cowboy, and there's 5 events. They got a head heel, they got a rope chaos, they got a steer wrestle, and they got a trip steers, and they do it 5 times, so they run 25 head stock. And where Logan comes involved in it is in the team rope, and the competitors have to have a helper. And Logan has been invited to head for one of the competitors for quite a few years, and one of them that he's helped is Eric Rogers, who is a world champion team roper in his own self. And in 2022, Eric won with Logan's help. He won the championship. Not only as a great roper, Logan is also known as a great horse trainer. He's always had soft hands, and a great feel for a horse. Martin, Danny, and Logan have raised some of the best team roping and barrel horses in the country. Martin and Danny raised them, and Logan, Jordan, and Whitney trained them. They always had a keen sense of putting the horses in the right hands so that people could move on with them. Logan has a long list of accomplishments in the arena, but what I think sets him apart from many cowboys is his honest, humble demeanor outside of the arena. Logan's never met anyone that he didn't call a friend. He's never forgot where he came from, small town, Moody County, right here, Flandreau, South Dakota. Logan never changed his address in the PRC, so every rodeo he ever entered anywhere in the United States, it was always Logan Olson from Flandreau, South Dakota. And I think that's pretty cool. One of my coolest things I ever got to do with Logan, I got to pin his back number on his back the first night of the NFR, and I got to ride with it into the Thomas Mack. It was a pretty cool deal. Logan probably don't remember it, but I do. I would like to welcome Logan Olson to the stage as a 2025 Athletic Hall of Fame inductee. I told him I wasn't going to kiss him like the last.
Well, thank you. And it is truly an honor to be here tonight. And like Shaw said, I mean, it is a lot of work, like what we did, but it wasn't the people that helped me along the way were the biggest influences. Like Shaw used to haul me around when I was a kid. From grade school all the way through college, and show me stuff, and then teach me. The mentors that I've had in my life is unbelievable. You know, my parents, I can't thank them enough for, you know, continuing to help me chase my dreams, and sometimes they seem far-fetched, but they were behind me 100%. And honestly, it's really the coaches and the mentors, the people that you've had in your life are what help you get to where you're at in your life. You know, I can remember from Derek Bershheim here making us run ladders, you know, 7th and 8th grade basketball. It's not, the people that have got me to here are the people that, I mean, should truly be honored. Because without them, there's no way I'd ever been successful in what I've got to do in my life. And the rodeos have been amazing. And the people I've got to meet and the places I've got to go, you'll never forget. You know, the stuff you've won is second to the people you've met and the relationships you've met through your journey. And this is just a tremendous honor. And I thank this committee, and I thank everybody here in the community. It truly is a blessing to be here. And I thank you.